Well, that thing was going like crazy last night when we parked. And I was going to tell you guys, actually I did at the end of yesterday's video, that I'd never seen one of these going up close. I'm always so far away from them. It's an oil pump. Oil, whatever you call it. Well, that's too bad. That thing was going nuts last night. I should have just got the flashlights out, right? I agree. More of those helicopters seem to be looking for me every time I turn around. He's just out spraying. Those fire ants on there, the red ants. Well guys, welcome to On-Ramp Life. Right now we're pulled over on an on-ramp where we slept last night in Indiana, or Illinois, I'm sorry. In Illinois. We called it camp. We ran pretty late, so anytime after, well, basically after 6 p.m. at night, you kind of got to get creative with finding a place to park, because truck stops really aren't an option. We did try a couple though. Well, from the little pond there, you can probably tell how humid or sticky it is out right now. Temperature's not too bad, but the humidity is kind of rough. Today's agenda is we're going to finish out this load. We're running from Louisville, Kentucky with a load of frozen pizza crust, and we're taking it over to Sioux City, Iowa. If everything goes right, we should pull into Sioux City, Iowa probably around, I'd say 11 o'clock tonight. Oh, by the way, Black Peterbilt just went up the on-ramp. Thanks for the wave and the thumbs up. Appreciate those, I always do. As for right now, let's go ahead, get on the road, get some trucking in. I think today's going to be just an awesome day. I really do. It's going to be different scenery that we haven't seen in a while. We've been running those Indianas so much that we haven't been down here on Interstate 64 in Illinois or Missouri. 70 in Missouri. I think we might actually take Highway 61 in Missouri though versus taking 70. But we will be taking Interstate 70 through St. Louis. And when you haven't seen St. Louis for a while, I mean, if you're repetitive going through it and going through it and going through it, yeah, it can just get mundane. But when you haven't seen it in a while, the bridges, you know, like we're gonna go over just a beautiful bridge today. Beautiful bridge. So let's go ahead, get our day going, and have some fun. What are you doing way over there? Do I smell or something? I understand. I probably do. Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now, Bowling Green, Missouri is where we're at right now. We're running up the beautiful, beautiful Highway 61, and then we're gonna take it all the way up to Hannibal, Missouri, then we're gonna cut across and work our way over to Interstate 29. Highway 61 in Missouri, a lot of people don't like it, but I think more people love it. Your choices, I mean, you can run up to, there's so many choices to get across Missouri. And a lot of people, counting me, I have called Missouri misery several times. Because if you have a fully loaded wagon and you start at the southern side of Missouri and you're a flatlander like me, or, you know, I don't go west, so, or a whole lot of east anymore. By the time you get to the top of Missouri, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, is it ever gonna end? So those times I have called it. But since we haven't been here in a while, gosh, in a hot while, it's actually beautiful. I'm actually soaking in the scenery, enjoying the scenery versus going, oh my gosh, we've seen this 5 million times. Mr. Opie is a happy camper because I think he knows it. In yesterday's live, he could sense that we were around a McDonald's, but he was sleeping most of the ride, I'm not gonna lie. When it started raining, he woke up a couple times, but most of the ride he was sleeping. So we're gonna run in here, we're gonna grab some Mickey D's, and then we're gonna get back on the road, get to trucking. You know, a lot of people don't like going through St. Louis, but realistically going through, come on. Come on up, come on, get up there. Going through St. Louis, it's actually relatively easy. You know, a lot of people, they hit it and they think they need to go 100 mile an hour, or they think they need to race everybody. And yeah, a lot of people have fun racing everybody. That's cool. But the big thing that I can preach to you if you're ever going to go through St. Louis, especially in a big truck, but I haven't tried it in a car yet. Warden wants to go there on a vacation sometime to get some scenery in of the arch and downtown, the ball field, all that fun stuff. But in the truck, at least, I grab that right lane. This is really hot. It's fresh. Okay. There we go. I grab that right lane and set my cruise at 58 mile an hour. The speed limits through St. Louis and the surrounding areas is 55 to 60 miles per hour. So I set my cruise control at 58 miles an hour and stay in the right lane. Now when I say stay in the right lane, I mean stay in the right lane. %90 of the cars there, they're not going to use their blinkers anyway. So it really doesn't matter. At least by my guidelines. I've always told you guys, if you don't have your blinker on to merge onto the interstate, I'm not moving. It's use your blinker or I'm not moving. I know it's kind of a mean thing, but so 90% of them aren't going to use their blinkers anyway. Yeah. Down, up, down, up, wave. So just don't get over it. Stay in that right lane, you're going to be dandy. And by the time you get to where you need to be, the world is good. Steep right here, so I'm using all of the gears. More shifting, less work for the truck. What? Oh, yes, you want to go outside. Yes, you do. You okay? You alright? Dad, you better let me out or bad things are gonna happen. Okay. Hey, I don't have a whole lot of room up here. I got the tripod up. Give me a minute, okay? Just give me a second. I gotta put my boots on. Alrighty then, we are just south of Mound City, Missouri. We made it through Highway 61 just fine. Highway 61 treated us just like Highway 61 always does. Highway 36 coming across Missouri. At times that one can get kind of long. That one can feel like you've been on it for forever. I mean, realistically, I think it's just a little bit over 200 miles that you're actually on that highway. But you add in, you know, you're driving into the sun a little bit. You add in, really not much. It's not worth whining about. It's a good road, realistically. The rough parts they are restoring and laying a nice sheet of blacktop on them. About halfway through it, he was like, Dad, we need to stop. And I was like, no, we don't. We're gonna push through to the end of this road. Once we get over to Interstate 29, we're stopped. Okay, Dad. He was not happy with me. 279 and 279. So gas and diesel are the same price here. I tell you what, I was going through where did I stop yesterday just to see if they had a truck stop? Evansville. I stopped there yesterday to see if they had a place to park. They were getting $3.56 a gallon. That was Indiana, or no, is Evansville in Indiana? Yeah, that was Indiana, of course. Indiana and Illinois, they're kind of known for being a little steep on the fuel tax. $2.79. I can deal with that. And the wise of weather, perfect. Oh my gosh, guys, there isn't even a wind out here. Well, I take that back. Old Glory's blowing a little bit out of the south. Just a pinch though. She's barely blowing. Oh. I don't know what to say about him. That's all there is to it. Alright. Well, mosquitoes are kind of bad though. They're getting us a little bit. But I am going to swing around here. We're going to throw on some fuel. Because, well, that's nice fuel. And mosquitoes. Okay. Alright. Let's get back in the truck before I get carried away. Ow. See you in a little bit. Woo! That sun's got a little bit of brightness to it. It's great. Feels good. We have our fuel. Now it's time to go ahead and head for home. How many miles do we have left? I don't know. Maybe 150? 170. 174 to be exact. I think this might spell disaster for my bumper. Nope, it was good. Don't drive your truck into the ditch. We'll be good to go. There you go. Don't go out that way. I think that's meant to be the out, but don't go out that way if you guys are ever at this truck plaza. Easier just to spin back around and go back out the way you came in. I don't really stop here much. I stopped here once, and well, it's a bar slash truck stop. Tonight was pretty calm, nothing was going on, but I think there's a bar in the basement, and I walked in there and the stereo was up so loud in the basement I couldn't even hear myself think upstairs in the actual gas station part. So I don't really stop in here a whole lot. But it is nice. They got it all opened up again. it sat closed for a long time, and then the hotel part of it, that I actually think they have that opened up too. So it's turned into a pretty nice little truck plaza. Other than the bar part. Okay, let's get some trucking done. I can't see anything. Can you guys see anything? No? Okay. Well, let's just wing it. Reach over here, set our cruise at a whopping 66 miles an hour, kick back in the recliner and enjoy the scenery is what we're going to do right now. You know, the video came out today, 5 o'clock as usual, 5 o'clock Central is when I usually try getting them out. Well, actually, if they're going to come out that day, it's usually always 5 o'clock, other than a few other things. But once that video came out, I was reading a lot of comments on there on how much you guys liked that live stream yesterday. Or the other day, actually, by the time you see this. That was kind of weird. We might do it again. I should probably do more live streams, because like Mom and Sweet Love, Sarah, was back home watching it. And they said that you guys were actually talking to each other, chitter-chatting and everything, like we were all at a campfire or something, the way it sounds. And I should probably do that. You know, when I go live, it gives you as viewers, I guess you could say, it gives you guys the chance to just kind of mingle with everybody else, all the other subscribers, and to kind of see how things go unedited. To me, we've had this talk before. It looks very boring, looks very mundane, looks blah. But to people that don't truck, that do not truck, or people that just love to watch the trucking aspect of it, I guess it wouldn't be, you know. This is Mound City right over here to our right there. If you were watching my Les Hills Adventure video, probably came out at the beginning part of this week. This is where the Les Hills start to taper down and basically stop. And then the hills on behind us, those are rock. I mean, with nothing on top of them but a little bit of, you know, black dirt. I really liked making that video. I like making those videos. I really do. They're fun. It involves a lot more getting out of the pickup and setting the camera up, doing the drive, doing the path, doing this, doing that, then coming back and getting the camera. But I really like them. And I thank you guys who watch those videos, my home videos. I enjoy that. It's kind of weird how it works out.
I get more subscribers or more views on the videos that don't take as much work to edit. You know, like these trucking videos, I've gotten it down to pretty good science in the wise of how long it takes. But the home videos, they take about twice as long to edit. And then they get fewer views, which is perfectly normal because this originally started out as, well, no, never mind. When I started this channel, it was an everything channel. I've always told you guys I should have probably had the name as Schmidt Family Trucking. You know, the name that's on my truck. Instead, I went with Trucking with Schmidt. But when I'm home and in the pickup, it's technically still trucking. We're just in a different style of truck. Anywho, this is my normal. I put this darn head cam on and I think I need to talk. I don't know why I do that, but I think I need to talk. So I'm going to be quiet. you can't see me, but I can see you. Right now, guys, we are dropping our trailer off here in Sioux City, Iowa. And then those cool guys that I always tell you guys about that either go get our trailers or bring them to the yard or do whatever, to where all I can do is just come to the city, grab my trailer and go. They're gonna come down here in the morning probably, I'm assuming, and put it into a door. They require the tandems to be slid all the way back here, so we're gonna go ahead and slide the tandems. One less thing Chad has to worry about tomorrow morning. Let's get that done. Where's he going? Try to hide in between these trailers. Man, that wind is blowing. That wind is blowing real good now. Alrighty guys, well, we didn't light the roads on fire. We didn't light the week on fire. We had a decent week. It was good. It was just right, you know. We just ran out to Indiana, down to Kentucky, then back home. Perfect case scenario, I would grab like a Topeka or something to wrap the week up. This week, that's not going to happen. We'll see about next week. And if it doesn't, well, it's summertime. You never whine about being home too much during the summer. Now, if it was winter, yeah, I'd whine a little bit because, well, there's nothing to do at home during the winter but move snow. So, summer, slow during the summer, good by me. Slow during the winter, no, that doesn't work. The travel agent did find some good paying loads that goes down to Georgia for next week. I turned them down. I don't want to go out east right now. I'm pretty content just running my regional stuff. I really am. The Indianas are working out real good for me. In the wise of YouTube, I feel sorry for you guys because it's the exact same place all the time. But then in the wise of trucking, it's probably the most profitable. I mean, I could go out and make good money going out east, coming back home to Iowa. It's so-so. You gotta put up with a little bit more wear and tear on the truck, stuff like that. Come winter time, or change, because you know, you go out there, I'm gone for a solid 5 days. Well, sometimes 6 days when I go out east. And right now, I'm okay being gone, you know, 3-4 nights. Heck, we're only gone 2 nights this week. And that really, it works. It works. Between you guys and doing this, it works out all right. You ready? Come on. Okay, so we're gonna get home late, so we're just gonna dive the truck into the front yard, into the front, park it, and we're moving around back tomorrow. As for right now, that's a wrap on the week. You guys stay safe, as always. I'll see you next time. That's the first time he's eaten since we left home. We're 50 miles from home when he decides to eat some food.